You guys know about dragon magic?
Oh no.
You guys never heard of dragons?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite dragon that you know from like growing up? Like Puff the Magic Dragon or like How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah.
Probably one of those, right? Okay. I've been delving into the Celtic chakras, like with a dragon, right?
Dragon magic? No. Do it to us,
Yeah.
no.
No, but
What is
you're
it?
in Dublin, like the Celtic chakras. You guys haven't heard of that?
No.
Oh, this is amazing
Go
stuff. You
focus
guys.
up. Focus up. Do it.
Okay, so
I thought you were gonna do a trick. Yeah,
a trick? Presto changeo, rearrangeo.
You think you at the beach or something? What are you doing?
Have we met before?
Nah, we haven't. This is my first time on here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's dope.
On here 24/7 or what?
No, but I do come on here a lot because I shoot a lot of content for YouTube. So
You're famous or what?
I'm not fit yet. I'd like to think one day, yeah.
Watch, one day you're gonna get that, and I'm manifesting that for you.
Oh shit! Thank you. I love that. That's really
like
dope.
I don't ever want to be famous, but I do want to be like talked to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But what's higher than fame for you? What's higher?
Being a good person at heart. That's higher than fame. Like being a good ass person, loyalty inside and out. That's me. Like I don't really care about fame. Like you gotta have loyalty, and that's everything.
Damn. This app is wild.
Are you in India?
I am in India. Hello, thank you. Come again. What's up? What's here?
Why do you look bad? Like is never mind.
You're breaking. Whoa. There's like a weird buzzing noise in the background. It's like wait, it sounds like aliens are in the background right now, like trying to abduct you. Oh shit. Wait, am I getting abducted right now? Let's go. What the f? Why is it making that noise? So you're like in a mystical world right now.
All the time.
You're like floating somewhere in the astral.
Every day.
Yeah? That's cool as fuck.
Like,
turn it up. Greetings, gods and goddesses in training. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Uncle Makara. Today we're talking all about how to create the ultimate vision board that actually works. So I'm now in the process of redrafting my current vision board. And what I've done is I've split my vision into three. I have this understanding of the Trimurti, and I think the power of 3 and 369, as someone was explaining, is a very powerful understanding, okay? So the power of 3 is very, very powerful in manifesting already. So what I have is, I have a vision board for my health, for my wealth, and for my relationships, or love, okay? So as I understood that I have it split into 3, those 3 energies symbolically can come together to create a third symbolic entity. So the 3 will create a 1, if that makes sense. So the 1 splits into 3, and the 3 have their own specifications. So it's almost like if you imagine like a family tree, right? You have 2, they give birth to more, they give birth to more, they give birth to more. So what I'm choosing to add to those pictures, because right now they're pictures, is words to get more access to my different parts of the brain working with my manifestation. Now, what if I added a smell to that vision board, a particular perfume or scent that gives me the scent of my ultimate reality that I want to be delving into? It could be an essential oil that represents it. It could be the smell of a specific type of incense that you burn. Whatever it is, think of what does your ultimate reality smell like? What does my ultimate reality smell like? And what if you added that near or to that vision board? What if there was something you could physically touch in the vision board that would get you closer towards that activation of that? So let's say it's a particular type of silk or fabric, and you just take a little bit of silk and you just put it up. and you can feel that silk. You can actually embody and energize the actual feeling of silk by having a little piece of silk. Texture is the other element. Now, a lot of us, when we visualize, we just go into one sense, which is our vision, right? We use our visualizing and we use our imagination in order to visualize and manifest, which is what we understood. There's a process of manifestation of the Hindu gods. So if this creator, preserver, destroyer, if we looked at that like the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story, which is your life, right? You would start to understand this on a deeper level. Because I don't just want you to have a vision board, I want you to live a vision life. If I have a fake Rolex, that's a vision board on my wrist. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand that a lot of people who begin this journey start with the fake it till you make it. I'm saying act it till you fact it, and remember who you really are. There's been a lot of layers on top of layers in terms of your authentic personality. There's a lot of armoring and masks that we wear in order to preserve our ego. But if you can make this process of creating a vision board beyond what you saw in The Secret, beyond what some manifestation coach is saying, and really delving into what makes it meaningful for you, because that's what is going to create that serotonin in the brain, is genuine meaning creation. So let's say you're going through Pinterest or Tumblr or one of these apps, right, where there's pictures involved, maybe Instagram, and you're scrolling and you see something that speaks to your heart chakra. You see, I would put it on my relationship vision board. Okay? Something that makes you feel connected, something that makes you feel like, whoa, this is a thing that actually makes sense. Maybe you like the idea of a power couple. Maybe you like the idea of a dynamic duo, like a superhero team. Maybe you like the idea of, Bonnie and Clyde, like the rebellious ones. Maybe, so there's many different archetypes that you can step into, you see? And you got to understand, archetypes are formless aspects of structure, right? Just ideas, conceptions. But it is through the art that we start making form out of the formless. So the formless starts with empty mind, blank slate. So let's say you move into a new home and you have to recreate that room from scratch. What if you had a vision room? What do I mean by that? The idols even represent what you want, okay? I used to get Funko Pops, I still do sometimes. They're great, those little dolls. And that became a part of my manifestation, because each of these characters or archetypes represented different parts of my psyche that needed to have a visual, compact, visceral, real thing that I could touch and feel and understand, that this represents, let's say, courage as a theme. Now, if I'm seeing that Funko Pop over and over and over again each day, as I'm just going about my day doing random things, it is going to suggest to my mind that frequency of courage. So the courage is encouraging you to be more courageous. It is creating a morphic resonance in your field of what that represents. That's why we have posters, right? I have Bruce Lee on there, and I have the wave on there, the Great Wave. So this not only aligns with my branding, but aligns with my life philosophy and what Primal Sutra really means as well, which is it is a mystical flow state path working. So how does this work? So Indra is like one of those Hindu gods that represents the daydreaming aspect, right? We have these little lightning flashes in our mind sometimes, but then we need to bring that down and embody that, okay? We need the Shiva, the yogi aspect of that, to embody it. And then we also need the Vishnu, the maintenance or the self-care, looking after ourselves, paying attention to grooming and attention to detail. Because it really does come down to that specificity, right? Let's say you write on your relationship vision board, you write down a love that heals, and we grow together, right? Something very personal to you, let's say. That has more of a likelihood and a chance of occurring because of that. What you've now done is you created a personalized aspect of your psyche and you put it down on that piece of paper. By the way, use blue as ink because blue directly affects your subconscious mind differently. This information around spirituality, tantra, and so forth, it's widely and easily available without context. So a lot of the West, when they perceive Tantra's like an alphabet, right? They're only zooming in on the letter Y or something, and that's the sexual aspect of Tantra. In Hinduism, we have this kind of Russian doll effect of one energy, the power of Brahman, which is actually a very neutral energy. It's like, basically like a concept, right? Like faith, let's say. The Mahadevi becomes Devi, which uses the Shakti to create either Sati or Uma, which is Parvati, which then becomes Durga, which then becomes Kali, okay? So start to understand it's like a stream, right? This Russian doll effect. And why do we have that? Why is it like kind of like Pokemon? And there's like evolutions and versions and characters and archetypes, right? Because Hinduism understood to incorporate change into their mythology, though there is a lot of complexity towards it because it's a very vast and ancient text with different alternate perspectives depending on who they worship and so forth. Hinduism, the eternal truth, Sanatana Dharma. Hindus know and value transformation, ultimately, okay? So I myself am an omnist, okay? What I practice is quite syncretic in its nature because I love to integrate different schools of thought and ideas to come to my own conclusions around this theme of flow state, which seems to be kind of like the holy grail for me specifically. I'm just saying it's spirituality is a very personal journey, right? So it's not like this cut and dry, you have to follow the rules exactly. I think when we make this thing punishment focused, we start to create more fear and more resistance rather than actual acceleration on our spiritual growth. So this is why sometimes even in Tantra, they divinize the falling or the sacred sinning, the understanding that, and again, you have to reach a very high level of Tantra and a guru and a master to do this. But they talk about, like let's say eating meat in Tantra or, drinking alcohol and then having sex in Tantra. So understand that in Tantra, sex is a means by which we worship the divine. So let's say the goddess Durga, for instance, was born out of that divine anger. So the fire created her. So when you're saying a mantra over and over again, right? And I'm going to link this back into the vision board stuff because I know we just kind of started on the vision boards and then I went on some kind of like a spaceship and took you guys right around the galaxy in this thing. I understand that and I'm going to be coming back to that, okay? How it impacts your vision board creation process. So when you're doing a mantra, understand that you are trying to perceive the subtle body of the deity because the mantra, the sounds that are consisting of that, get you in touch with the astral body. So in a sense, when you're chanting this mantra, the mantra is the deity. And by you speaking it into existence, creating as you speak it, which is the real meaning of abracadabra. Think about this. Why is the mantra so long? Why do you have to repeat it so many times? Now, if you're looking at this from a tantric sex riz standpoint, you're saying the mantra for that long because you want to be able to hold in your orgasm or ejaculation for a long lovemaking session. That's the reason why you hold the mantra for that long. Because you want to be okay with the process of, thrusting is a very hypnotic type of process, right? If you think about it. It takes a rhythm and there's a generation and almost like an overture of music that's kind of playing as you're making love, right? Understand that frequency that is being generated through that is how the divine union, the hero's gamos, is actually happening in that union, in that unity with you two, okay? But understand that both partners have to get initiated into a tantric path if they're really thinking about this, right? So I don't want to just speak about these topics like you guys can, But again, you're an adult, you're a human, hopefully, listening to this. In the future, who knows? You know, in the future, who knows? We're opening the bridge towards these unseen worlds more and more each day, with science coming around it and consciousness expanding. I wouldn't be surprised if there were other beings that we had access to, that we could actually bring into this realm through something like AI or something like this, okay? I wouldn't be surprised. How does this relate to the vision board? Think of your vision board as like a mantra, okay? So let's say you had a 3-word mantra that you would say that connects your health, your wealth, and your relationship. So let's say my wealth word is prosperity or expansion or abundance. Okay, I choose a wealth word that depicts everything around my wealth frequency. So let's choose the word expansion. Now let's go to relationship. What do you want your relationship to feel like? What is the vibration of that? For me, it's connection. That's what's coming up. It goes very meta. I'm not going to explain that right now, but some people might understand why I chose that word. And now let's say health. For health, the word that came up for me naturally was energy. So now we have 3 words. I have a mantra. Expansive connected energy. So now I'll say expansive connected energy as my mantra. And you could do reps of this, right? Like in the gym, you had like 15 reps for 1 set, right? So choose how do you choose the number? Choose a number of repetitions for this mantra that is meaningful to you. That's the only way it's going to sink into your subconscious properly. Choose a number on a jersey that you used to wear. Choose a number that's lucky to you. Choose your life path number. You know, choose something that aligns with you. Okay? This is so key, guys, okay? I really want you to look into this because this is a powerful thing that I just gave you here. This is like a password, right? That unlocks a lot of different things. And you're going to be noticing more synchronicities coming along as you say this because you will feel those words. Ultimately, you're looking for that feeling through the material thing, right? So you might be like, oh, I have a lot of wealth, but it doesn't make me feel expansive. Forget about it, right? What if you get a lot of wealth and you feel constricted in your energy? Or what if, let's take the opposite of the things I said, right? Love makes me feel disconnected. So I need to work on that, right? I need to lean into the unknown. I need to take risks. I need to explore the edges of my expression and my health. I've understood where I've burnt out with my health. And now I know my limit. I know how to weave and bob through this thing a little bit clearer, a little bit better than before. You're always constantly learning as a student of life, but if you apply this mantra, if you live a vision life, if you have little objects, symbols, everything around you depicting these different portals you're about to open, that stuff is going to manifest more because whatever you focus on grows in your own environment. You probably spend a lot of time in your own environment. So once you cultivate that environment to manifest what you want, hey, check out my wallpaper, guys. You know what I'm saying? You guys see that? Like, that is so symbolic. Everything in my room has been constructed as a way to symbolically remind myself of the reality that I'm creating. And that's it, okay? Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell if you want to know when I'm posting every single day. Let's get it. Upward Spiral Gang. May we never be the same again. Let's join the Telegram groups. We have some free events up. You already know. Let's go. Join the channelings.